first and foremost, shout out to Lapeef. I was on their platform and he asked this question. I thought it was dope. I said, damn it, we're going to use it on our pod. Do men ever think about the damage that we cause women? Or are we just out here just moving how we want to move and, you know, a casualty of the game? Do we just write it off as that? Or do we ever like really like internalize the damage that we doing to other women?
Like Smooth say, you just collateral damage. I'm sorry. Especially when we're younger, man.
Younger me didn't give a fuck
at all.
And I don't think women gave a fuck either. They could say they did, but they didn't give a fuck. Let's be honest here. You women were out there fucking just as bad as men were fucking. Y'all just kept it as silent as y'all could, unless like word got out, say something or whatever. Yeah. Oh, you hit dog? Yeah, I might have hit that a couple, you know, whatever. Mm-hmm. But nowadays, I do think about it. You could ask them. Definitely ask B. Yeah. There's plenty of women I didn't turn down because I knew that shit just, it wouldn't be right. You know what I'm saying? It would morally, it really did. And it's as bad as I would want to, you know. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn there before y'all get on here saying some wild shit, saying I'm trying to flex or whatever. No, it's just the fact that a lot of things nowadays you got to take into consideration of how the woman thinks and how you gonna think after the fact, and how you gonna maneuver after the fact. You gotta invest in these people and really, did you say invest these people?
Yeah, invest them.
Yeah. Do your research on these people before y'all be laying with them. Because a lot of people take it to heart, and then y'all done burn some bridges now. And y'all all over the. No, I ain't trying to deal with all that. Hell no. If we do this, it's an agreement that's been talked through for a minute.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a thing that comes with age. You know, just like they just said, the older you get, the more you start really like pacing your steps. Because let's just be honest. I think when we're young, we don't really value our damn self, let alone somebody else. And what I mean by that is like we don't put a lot of value on, say for instance, us. Like we'll smash whatever.
Handed out dick like M&Ms.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And not realizing like that is a commodity. That's valuable. Like we shouldn't just be giving that to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Especially considering the repercussions that's likely to come with it. When we young, we just out here doing stuff. But when we get older, we start thinking about that. We like, man.
Babies.
Yeah.
STDs.
Yeah.
Babies.
Attachment. Headaches. Her acting a fool at your job. Her pulling up to your crib unannounced because you got neighbors. You know, like that type of stuff. You get to like really like, is this worth it? A pros and cons list. If I hit it, and I know she's unstable. I know she's sensitive. I know how she grew up. I know her relationship with, you know, whatever. So it's just like, I'm a pass on this one. Now most of us, let's be honest, most times we'll still doing it anyway. But we'll try to go about it the best way. But we still thinking about them to answer the question. Like that's still in the back of our head. We considering all that. Compared to in the past, if she bad, I'm just sniping. I don't care what. She could have come from a broken home. I don't give a damn.
I'm about to break
Wipe yourself off.
Oh, no, don't do that.
I know. Damn, that's wild. Who the hell would say shit like that?
Take a hoe. Take a hoe.
Say that.
Who would do something?
That's a bad man, Your Honor.
Crazy ass shit like that. Start acting like Martin.
But that's real. Yeah. So I think, you know, the older you get to assessing the damage. And another thing I think is key in that, the older you get, you have kids and you have a daughter or you have a son and you get to thinking about, damn, like the repercut, like would I want somebody to do my daughter like that? Or would I want somebody to do my son like I used to do these girls? Okay, so let me fall back and let me calculate my steps a bit more. Let me be a little more respectful. Let me be a little more considerate because I'm praying that, you know, that karma gets, you know, passed back around to my seed. That's another thing that ain't spoken about enough. Because I know when I had a daughter, for sure, like it made me think about life different in terms of like how I treated her mama, like just different things and my vindictiveness and, you know, the type of relationship that I want to broadcast to her as she's growing up. Mm-hmm. Compared to in the past, I may just make moves based off my ego or based off the fact that I'm mad. So I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that, you know what I'm saying? But now, it's, you know, you got to calculate your steps different when you get older. So I think a lot of men do, man. And a lot of women don't believe that. They probably going to say we lying, saying we don't care, we selfish, we going to take whatever available to us and we don't give a damn who we damage in the process. But that's just not true. We think about it. Now, we may still do it, but we think about it, though. You know what I'm saying, to answer that question. So
I think women got to understand, too, that sex is not an emotional thing for men at all. the only emotion that we have is being horny. Like, that's it. I'm trying to beat. I'm trying to get my stuff off, and I'm out of here.
Right.
We're not, again, because like they want the foreplay. They want you to wine and dine them. They want a lot of build up before it comes to that, presentation or whatever it is. Like they want all that stuff. And a lot of times men just want to do what they got to do and leave. And in a lot of cases, especially when you're young, you just doing what you were taught. You just doing what, you're trying to be cool. You're trying to add something else under your belt. I'm not saying that's right, but you trying to kind of conquer, all these women for status or just for yourself, like whatever reason. Again, not saying all that's right, but that's our mind frame when we're younger. You know what I'm saying? If you say, you on campus, you done hit 20, 30 women on campus, it's like you feel like you're the man.
Right.
So, and women, they want to be more cautious. They want to make sure they have the right person. They want to make sure they like you. Men don't even have to like you.
That's very true.
Just bend over. Open your mouth.
Oh my!
Open it wide.
Now you ain't telling her to open wide, nigga.
Why didn't?
Why didn't?
Say what Trey Songz said. Say
Wow. Fam. Y'all gotta relax on this platform. Y'all gotta relax on this platform.
That's a fact.
But women, again, women more emotional. Women gotta like you, and for the most part, because you do got some. But I think that, and that's the huge difference. And I think women don't understand that. But as we get older, we try to be more conscious about what we're doing because we know from our past mistakes how some women can get.
Facts.
And some women can like you so much as soon as that happens, that act happens, when it's sex, and especially if it's good, man, she gonna be chasing you down all the time.
God bless.
Showing up at your job or texting you crazy messages or whatever, when you could have avoided that, knowing the type of woman that she was. So yeah, we got to get better, and we got to start teaching them a little earlier too. Because again, like I said before, growing up, we was always taught, just hit them, just go. When it shouldn't always be like that, especially when we don't know what we're doing.
Man, you got to get your game up.
So
you got to get your sex game up anyway. I ain't. You got to tackle a few.
Y'all said you can do it one person.
Y'all?
Who's y'all?
Y'all said that.
Who's y'all?
On the earlier
Stop
part.
saying y'all. I didn't say that.
I don't think I've ever said that.
I would never say that.
I don't think I've ever said that. Because I know that's just not.
I sound like a Vaughn on 4 minutes.
Man, I'm just saying.
But just because you in the game don't mean you putting up shots, though. You can play 48 minutes and not have a stat.
Damn.
But was I in the game?
Like Tony Snell.
I never seen nothing like that before. Supposed to play like 32 minutes and have a bucket.
No rebounds, no nothing. He was just out there.
Nothing.
So, and I think we got to, but I also think women need to do a better job of telling men when they're not doing a good job in the bedroom too.
Bedroom.
Because a lot of men are just getting there again. We're just trying to, hey, bend over, boom, 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 I'm in and out. Women want the missionary or.
You gotta please them, dog. They gotta,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
and
gotta
sometimes
stimulate
women
them
don't.
the right way.
The only time they open their mouth is when they. Never mind.
But see, the wild part about it is the younger us wouldn't care anyway.
Oh, we damn sure wouldn't.
I think it factors into what we're saying about like as you get older, like you start to care about the effect that you have on women. So yeah, I don't want to have a BDR. I want to make sure that she's satisfied, as well. But when we younger.
Yeah, BDRs wasn't really,
that,
you know what I'm saying? You gonna get out there and do what you gotta do, try to do the best performance you can.
Right.
But now it's like, okay, it's really not just you fucking. You gotta know every right way to touch her, please her mentally, physically, to get it the right way and not get a bad BDR.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And if you do it the right way, then you ain't gonna have too much craziness. Or if you talk to her the right way, if you can communicate your intentions.
You have to put up a sex
like you're supposed to. Y'all gotta communicate your intentions, dog. That's a big thing nowadays.
Well said.
I just had to do that earlier.
Do what? Do what?
Uh-oh.
Do what?
So you just had to communicate.
Man, I'm out here
intentions.
single, mingling, man. I don't know why it's so hard for people to understand to say that.
Nah, that's wild. That is
I'm
wild.
single, I go on dates.
Especially when you say
I have sex. I don't want no woman.
You want to know why? Because so many men cave. That'd be the thing. To where like women have that mindset to where eventually you're gonna cave.
Yeah.
Because I've heard men say this before, and I've given him amazing sex, or I've pressured him, or I've ultimatum him into the point of caving. Difference is you don't cave. So that's what gets them out of their comfort zone.
A lot of men don't be saying what I be saying though. A lot of them say they don't say it at all. They just play the game and you go, it's like, fam, if she don't want that, then you just not gonna get that piece of ass.
Right.
Let it go.
That's true.
Forget about her. She not on the same page you on. I'm on page 15. What page is that on? Never mind, I found it. That's what page I'm on. You not on that page? Okay, let's move around. We ain't in the same book.
That's real.
I don't know why people can't go about life like that, bro.
That's very real, man.
It's hard to live in truth for people.
See, we can't even go further. You got to unpack that. Because I know where you're going. But go ahead.
Because the truth is uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times it's either going to be uncomfortable for you or it's going to be uncomfortable for them.
Right.
And instead of you just laying everything out what it is and living with those consequences, you rather lie to make the other person feel good. When you have options, you telling the truth doesn't matter. Because whether you here or not, I'm still going to have options.
Right.
I think that's part of it too. Either people have limited options or have none, or they just don't know their value. And so now I got to lie to keep this person around or keep this person on the team. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Don't want to lose out on that opportunity. I think that's what a lot of dudes do too, especially if they get somebody that's, it's a bad one, beautiful woman, and you're like, well, you're just not ready for a relationship. I don't care how bad she is. If you say you're not ready for a relationship, you're not ready for one. You just don't automatically find this beautiful woman and say, oh, you know what? I don't think I'm ready for a relationship now.
Today's the day.
No. Today's the day that you really want to get that. So now you're going to play the role of that, like, oh, yeah, I want a relationship, do all this, and then you're going to hurt her, and now all of a sudden we all fucked. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I'm saying sometimes you just got to say, hey, this is what I'm on. If this is not what you own, then hey, that's the opportunity that you lost out on.
That's it. And you got to be okay with that and live with it. Because it's going to be plenty more.
And that's the thing that people don't be factoring in. It's just like being in like high school or whatever. You going through stuff in high school and you really feel like this is the world.
Right.
This is the world. Like my social status in this thing means everything to me. Like this is the world. Mm-hmm. The world is so much bigger than high school. And you realize it quickly as soon as you graduate. It's the same thing with these women y'all talking about. When that's your first bad one, you be feeling like, nah, I got to do what I got to do. But then, you reach a certain status and them bad ones become so regular. And it's just like, all right, you don't want to, all right, you're not trying to go with my program. All right, cool. Next one. You not it? All right, next one.
I mean, not sound disrespectful like that. You know
but I mean, like mentally though.
Yeah, mentally like, hey, man, we just not on the same, we not on the same broadcast.
And that's it.
Just change the channel.
Yeah, you're going to be way less willing to bend what your standards is because it's normal to you. It's not, you don't feel like this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I got to take it. If I don't do it, I'm, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of men think like that. And the wild part is, it may not even be that she bad. It may be that she's saying no, or she's not caving to our program as quickly as the other ones. Now it's a challenge. Mm-hmm. Now it's ego. It's like, oh shit, hold on, man. She told me, nah, hold up. Or like she don't want me to take her out, or she don't want me
know who I am.
Right. So now you about to invest a whole lot of time into proving her wrong. When in reality, you could just, all right, cool, we ain't on the same page, like Kenny say, and move on to the next shit.